Pop Smoke's killer takes full responsibility for his death as judge hands down final sentence.
Even though the Jackson family isn't here in court today, I would like to sincerely apologize for my unforgivable actions. Although there's no apology that amounts to the taking of one's life.
All this happened, I wake up in the morning. I don't even wake up, I didn't go to sleep. I'm just like, damn, I'm just lost.
In 2020, Pop Smoke, also known as Bashar Jackson, was at the peak of his career, fresh off his second mixtape and on the verge of superstardom. But on February 19th, a 4-day trip to Los Angeles turned tragic when masked men broke into his rented Hollywood Hills home. Caught in the shower, he was shot 3 times in the back with a Beretta 9mm. The intruders stole his diamond Rolex and fled. By the time paramedics reached Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, it was too late. Pop Smoke was pronounced dead. The case dragged on for years. In May 2021, the 15-year-old shooter was sentenced to 50 years to life, while the 2 other teens involved took plea deals and were sent to juvenile detention. Blockstar, one of the guys who took a plea deal, sat down with no jumper after the dust settled to share his side of the story.
How would you describe what was going on that night?
It was a robbery. Nobody did none of that. That's all false information. There's a lot of pages that's like giving out false information, YouTube, like the vlog, false. Like, I didn't know him at all. I didn't know of him. I probably seen one picture of him before and like thought he was a model. I was like, well, you got a good modeling career going on. I mean, I thought he was just on that route, but then all this happened. I'm like, I wake up in the morning. I don't even wake up, I didn't go to sleep. I'm just like, damn, I'm just lost.
But then there was Corey Walker, the only adult in the case. He was 19 at the time of the killing and played the role of ringleader. He initially faced a life sentence without parole, but after years of legal maneuvering, he just took a plea deal. In exchange for admitting to voluntary manslaughter and home invasion, the murder charge was dropped, and his final sentence is 29 years behind bars.
As the court recognized under number 14, consequences of plea and admissions, it does list that line 19, which is with respect to count 5, and line 21 with respect to count 3. I have amended by interlineation the agreement to read that it will be the midterm of each of those counts, which, as the court has indicated, is 6 years as to each count. But again, does not change the time of the sentence, which remains 29 years, because count 5 and count 3 will run concurrent.
When he stood before the court for sentencing, Walker tried to play the remorse card.
Even though the Jackson family isn't here in court today, I would like to sincerely apologize for my unforgivable actions. Although there's no apology that amounts to the taking of one's life. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to apologize to my family for the pain and embarrassment that they have endured over the last 5 years, as well as an apology to my community.
He thanked the lawyers who helped him out.
I would like to thank my lawyers for helping me avoid a much more harsher punishment.
Then he took full responsibility for what he did.
Today, I take responsibility for my dreadful partake in these crimes, and as I begin my road to rehabilitation, I assure you that I will steer clear from negative behavior.
But no apology could bring Pop Smoke back. The prosecution made it clear Walker wasn't just an innocent accomplice. They said he was the mastermind ringleader in the planning, driving, and providing weapons to minors. Meanwhile, Pop Smoke's mother, Audrey Jackson, refused to make a victim impact statement.
The amount of time and pain that family has gone through regarding this case, and they have told me they are going to respectfully decline to make a statement.
Instead, she spoke to Rolling Stone and said, "It's over for everybody except for me. This never ends for me, and that's unfair. I'm grateful that the culprits were caught. I appreciate they got justice to the fullest extent of the law, but my life doesn't change. I still don't have my son." Despite his tragic death, Pop Smoke's legacy only grew. His posthumous album, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200. His hits like Dior, What You Know About Love, and For the Night crossed 1 billion streams. He was also named Top New Artist at the Billboard Music Awards, a bittersweet achievement for an artist whose career was just beginning.